Hi guys, welcome to my online tutorial. Today I'm going to teach you how college baseball players use one variation to tape a baseball bat. The variation I'm going to show you is called the crisscross tape job. This will help parents, college kids, high school athletes all learn how to tape their bats and expand their performance with a comfortable grip. So as I start, as you can see here, I already layered my bottom part of the knob with 2 layers of tape. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to buy a roll of tape, make sure it's athletic tape from a sporting goods store, and you want to make sure that you cut the tape into straight down the middle into 2 separate parts and 2 separate strands. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this bottom strand and I'm going to layer it over the top of the bottom of the base of the tape I've already put on my bat. I'm going to layer it in a diagonal direction so I can flow my cross-grip grip all the way down the bat. So as I go down, I'm going to turn my bat in a counterclockwise way. I'm going to make sure that I have tension all the way down to make sure that there's no wrinkles within the tape to make sure my grip's uncomfortable. You want to make sure that your grip's as smooth as possible because the biggest key to hitting is being comfortable when you're on the box. And if you have anything making you uncomfortable, it's going to make your performance go downhill. So as you can see, I'm keeping a firm grip on the bat, moving it counterclockwise, and I'm going to rotate all the way between 4 to 6 inches down the barrel of the bat. So I get to a point where both my hands can reach over the amount of tape I've been putting on my bat. So as we get to here, this is probably a good point to stop because both my hands will reach this point. And I'm going to rip the tape real quick. 1 second. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to finish this strand of tape all the way around. I'm still making sure it's firm. As I get to the top, I'm just going to float it down. Alright, so here's our first strand. All the way across to, we have an inch in between. And this is the first strand we have for our tape job. So now, we're going to use the tape again. And we're going to match up the second strand on the opposite side. And we're going to crisscross the pattern of our tape. So as I do it here, I got to be very careful to not mess this up. And you want to make sure, hold on 1 second. You want to make sure that the tape, when you cross right here, forms a triangle, just like this. And once you get past your triangle, then they're going to become diamonds. And that's when you know that your tape job is online. So I'll show you right here, right there. So now I'm just going to follow my pattern all the way down and rotating clockwise this time. And I'm just going to follow the same thing I did for the first line with the second line. I'm going to go all the way down, still keeping my firm grip and making sure I have no wrinkles. And we're almost there. So now we're at the bottom. And this is very important. You want to make sure that you complete your line of tape right within your first line of tape so it all matches up evenly. So now I'm going to move my first strand of tape all the way around. And it matches up pretty good. So now, to keep both of my strands of tape on, I'm going to tape over the top layer so it doesn't fall off. And now I'll rotate it 3 times around to make sure I have a firm and steady base for the top layer of my tape. So here's the top layer, and now you want to make sure, as right here, we need to do the same thing on the bottom. And you want to put 3 layers of tape on the bottom to make sure that your bottom hand has more tape than the top because you always want to go thick to thin. So I'm going around once, twice, 3 times. And here, once a second. Now we have the crisscross tape job. As you can see, it's higher. You always want to go longer because you want to make sure it's higher than the bottom hand and the top hand. So here is our crisscross tape job, and I hope you enjoyed my slides. Thank you.